In this lesson, you will learn how to style your website to match your brand's look and feel. To update your site's style, go to Appearance, click on Editor, and then select Styles in the left sidebar. While you can fine-tune your site's colors and fonts separately, you can click on Browse Styles to see a variety of style variations your theme offers. One of them might be precisely what you are looking for, and in that case, great, no changes are needed. You can also check out a preview on the right to see how the style variation affects other sections of the page. But maybe none of the style variations that come with your theme meets your design needs, and you want to tweak the typography and colors of your site. First, let's talk about typography. Typography refers to the appearance of text on your website, including the font, the size, the space between letters, and more. If you want to customize your typography, go to the Site Editor and select Styles in the left sidebar, and then select Typography. Now you can, for example, select Text Elements, click below Font, and then select one of the available fonts. As an example, we can change the font for our text to Alberta Sans. Then I will make my way to Headings and pair it with a complementary heading font like Roboto. And once you have selected the fonts, you can see a preview of how well they work together on the right. When we return to text, please take note you can change the size of your text. You can use small to XXL or a custom unit of measurement. You can tweak the appearance. In this example, we will select light, and you can update the line height. Let's increase it to 1.75. You can also tweak the letter spacing, in this case 0.2 pixels, and change the letter case. Remember, you can fine-tune the fonts for regular text, links, headings, captions, and buttons throughout your site. If you're on a higher plan, you can browse a larger selection of fonts or even upload your own. To learn more, check out the resources below this video. But next, let's move on to colors. Back in the main styles menu, click on Colors. One way to update your site's colors is by editing your theme's color palette, which is the collection of colors defined to use across your site. So let's click on Edit Palette at the top. My theme, the 2024 theme, has 10 colors in its color palette. There are 2 base colors, 3 contrast colors, and then 5 accent colors. And you can customize your theme's color palette to meet your design needs. As an example, let's update the base color for our theme. Click on the color and then add a relevant hex code. In this case, we are going to add a warm off-white color. Please note you can easily find the hex code for a color on the internet, but otherwise you can use the visual color picker that WordPress provides as well. Then we can also update the main contrast color with a rich brown. So we can go ahead and click on the main contrast color and then replace it with the hex code. And now we can preview our changes on the right of the screen. When we make our way to Pages, for example, and open the Services page, we will notice the colors have applied across my site. And when we click on the plus icon top left and select Patterns, we will notice that the new color scheme has applied to all patterns as well. Back to editing our palette. When you click on the 3 vertical dots next to theme, you can easily reset your colors in one click. Another option you have is to add a custom color to your color palette. So when you click on the plus icon next to custom, you can once again click on the color and then change the hex code. Let's add the warm off-white color we used earlier on as a custom color to our site. And then we can name it appropriately and click on Done. When we return to colors, you will notice you can also fine-tune the colors used for each element throughout your site, For example, text, background, links, caption, buttons, and headings. Now we have just added a custom color. And now, for example, we can select background and then change the background of our site using the custom color. And if we don't like it, we can merely click on clear. The final option worth exploring when we click on edit palette again is right at the bottom below palette. You can also opt in for one of the suggested color palettes chosen by the theme's designers. When choosing colors, keep in mind how well those colors work together. For example, light-colored text may be difficult for visitors to read on a light-colored background. We recommend choosing colors that contrast well together to ensure you provide a pleasant experience for visitors on your website. Let's look at a quick example. As you will notice, there's not a clear contrast between the background color and the text color. Let's use the color picker and select a more suitable contrast color. If you ever want to go back or revert back to a previous version of your styles, WordPress keeps revisions of your changes. Let me show you how to restore a previous style. Click the revisions icon at the bottom left. It looks like a little clock. If this doesn't appear, it means there are no saved revisions available to restore. Once you click on it, your revisions will open up on the right of the page. And then you can browse through previous versions of your site and restore it in one click. For now, I will reset it to defaults. For my site, I actually don't want to use any custom colors or fonts. So I'm going to go ahead and select one of the style variations that come with the 2024 theme. So I will click on Browse Styles again, and then select the style variation called Ice. Then we will see a zoomed out preview on the left. And as I really like the look and feel of the style variation, I'm going to go ahead and save it to my site. And that's it. You now know how to style your website to match your brand's unique look. Whether you're adjusting the typography, updating the color palette, or sticking to one of your theme style variations, these steps give you the power to create a website that is truly your own.